Good morning to you, and you, and good morning to you too. Good morning to the Tea Crew. Good morning. One moment. Where's that music? Here it is. Good morning to you, and you, and to the whole Tea Crew. Good morning. I feel like I haven't been here for a month. Like, what's going on? It's a whole new month. August 1st. The first of many Augusts. How many Augusts have there been in the history of mankind? Alan, I'm feeling 1000% better. I had a very rough week. Honestly, overall. Stop working so hard sometimes, Pops. Thanks for always being here, you guys. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal that we show up, but it's even better that you guys are here. I thank Brock for handling things for the last few days. Yesterday I wanted to do the show because I felt fine. He's no Pops, I do Mondays. I'll be butthurt if you don't let me do it. I'm like, well, I can't let you be butthurt. So, poof, back to normal. Good morning, everybody. Pops missed the crew. I could have done it yesterday. I'll be butthurt if you do. Well, let's not be selfish then. Looks like Healthy Green, Free the Ancient One, and Kimberly the Golden Bolden all qualified. Vegas, I'm glad you got your gift box. If all the people out there deserve a gift box, it's Vegas Mandy in Vegas. You guys know that lady doesn't sleep, right? She waits till 6 o'clock in the morning. Actually, she goes to bed like after the Tea Crew show. Okay? Good morning, Tad, my friend Tad. Some gorgeous bathrooms you're doing out there. Keep up that amazing work. You're quite something. Good morning to everybody. We're going to have a mycology lesson in a little while. But I want to give some stuff away because do you know what it's like to go for 5 days now? I have been 5 days, I haven't given anything away online. I can't take it any longer. I can't take another moment. I've got to give something away. If I don't give something away, I'm gonna die. Jeez, oh my God, I want to give something away so bad. Okay, so here's what we're gonna give away. Okay. Niffer's like, Pops, don't cry. Pops, don't do it. Healthy Green's like, let it go, Pops. Man, please let me give something away right now. Jesus Christ Jesus Christ in Australia. Oh gosh, I have a story to tell you guys here. I want to just give something here. I'm going to give something away right now. How am I going to do it? I'm thinking. Let's do a popsicle for never winner beforers only. Okay, there's only about 4 of you left out there. So here we go. Only never winner beforers. You know who you are. Never winner before. We're going to do a popsicle. First person to get a popsicle correct is going to have a moral dilemma. Okay, you know what that means. If you're new, you don't know what it means. A moral dilemma means you're going to have to make a choice between great and greater. So, never winner before's only. I'm saving this one for everybody. That's going to take brainiacs to answer that one. Okay, here, never winner before's only. Why did the pitcher not like caves? Pitcher. This is on a popsicle stick, so it's official. The answer is very official. Why did the pitcher not like caves? Never winner before. Hi, Sandy. I feel great. I felt good yesterday. Brock hijacked the show. Why did the pitcher not like caves? Never winner before is only. Okay, anybody can answer, but they have to give the prize to a never winner before. Mark Zamaron. Mark Zamaron, that's good enough. Mark Z, you are now officially not a winner before, you are officially a winner after. The answer is because he was afraid of bats. Because he was afraid of bats. Okay? So Mark the Zeester. Mark, you're officially now, you're a winner now. Even if it's to spin to win, you're officially a winner. You can never be a never winner before again. Okay? Mark, would you like your name on the spin to win board for Friday? Or would you like to pick a prize today? Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? You could pick door number 1, 2, 3, or slice of pie. Any one of those is a win from now on. Where are you going with this, Mark? Slice of pie, door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? Where are you going with this one, Marky? You're an official winner now. Nope, I'm not picking him, Mark. Not for 1 second. You're the winner. Never have I won before. I'm Mark Zamarin, and I have won now. Okay, which way are you going, Mark? He's going with door number 3. So he could have had a slice. He could have had a slice right next to Kim. But instead, the young man went for, that's door number 1. That's door number 2. And you got yourself, Mark, we're going to be sending you some chocolate crinkle brain liquid culture made by the Sandman that's thicker than Campbell's soup. Door number 3, Mark Zamarin, officially wins. This is going out to the Mark Zeester. Okay, Mark, I need you to send me your address at the DetroitMushLab.net, and I'll be sending that to you. Anybody else out there wants one of those, you know where to go to get it, okay? Nerdy, I honestly think Sandman is putting cream of mushroom soup in his syringes nowadays. That's what I think he's doing. If I didn't know it was Sandman, because Sandman's impeccable, so he wouldn't do that. But I'm looking at it pretty closely. I'm going, that looks as much like cream of mushroom soup as anything I've ever seen in my life. Some thick stuff. And that's because he's growing it out really well and testing it and making it good before we send it. Often we're going to find now if the person at the other end better be using it right, because you don't want to use up this valuable life liquid incorrectly or the non-procedure correct way. Speaking of which, this weekend I went online to outgrow.com and ordered some of their rye berry bags, 1.5 pound bags, individual bags. We're waiting for them to come in the mail. And then we're going to do a little tutorial right here at T. We're going to show you how we prep a bag that we've received and inoculate it with one of these syringes right here. And then we as a group will watch these bags colonize over the course of the next couple of weeks together. But I wanted to show you how easy it is. For a few dollars, boom, you're already on your way to colonization heaven. So we'll talk some more about that in a minute. I did want to, this is going to be a question I want to get another person chance to win here. Okay, so Anthony, it's going to be fun just to see us use somebody else's product like that too, and I think. Okay, so, oh, give me this. Here it is. This is going to be another quiz question. I'm trying to get a winner. But I want boys only to answer this one. Okay, no women. As a matter of fact, the women, if they want to, if they're feeling a little squeezy wheezy, queasy, they can turn it off or turn down the volume for a moment. Okay? This isn't going to be chauvinistic, but it's more male oriented. Okay? Now, of course, you can listen in, but women, we don't need your opinion on this one. We'll have plenty of our own. Okay? We'll have plenty. Ladies, zip it. There might be a time for you to talk later and men zip it, but right now, zip it. You know what kind of zipper I'm talking about? The kind like, because listen to this joke. And there's one person out there that's going to know exactly who sent this joke to me. I didn't find this joke. It was sent to me. That person's going to not react here. And if any of the men can guess who sent it to me, which of us, it's going to be a T-Crew guy. Women, zip it. Men, guess which guy sent me this, and you'll get a chance to win. Okay? Who wants to play this game? Give me 5 people to say I'm ready. Not ladies. Give me 5 zippers. Guys that use zippers. You guys ready? Or is this not going to be, girls are like, no, we don't want to play Pops. Different game? Should we just do a different game or should we do this one? Huh? All the men are saying, let's do it. Pops, my zip, is your fly up? Make sure your fly is up, fellas. Okay? Dave DeWick, you got it? Make sure your flies are up. All right. Here we go. Men only. Hopefully you're wearing your pants. Who sent this joke to Pops? Moms, just do it. No, moms, that's what you do. You build it all up like this. All right. Who sent this to Pops? Hey, Pops, did you hear about the guy who dipped his nuts in glitter? Pretty nuts, huh? Who sent me that? Who sent that to me? Pretty nuts, right? You got the guy dipped his nuts in glitter? No. The answer that's already come out there. You guys, 8,000 of you said it correctly. Okay? And Mushmouth said it correctly first. Mushy, you win. Mushmouth. Of course it was free, the ancient ones. Of course it was free. Free's out of control. These are like, good morning, Pops. Did you hear the one about? Oh my God. Extra glitter. Hey, did you hear about the guy who dipped his nuts in glitter? And then he writes to me, goes, you wouldn't say that one live, would you, Pops? Like, are you kidding me? We're going all the way live with that. Are you kidding me? That one is like, I said, watch. I had to wait all the way till Tuesday to give this one. Okay? Mushy, send me your address. Mushmouth, send me your address. I'm going to send you 3 grams of ghost. Mushmouth, I need your address. I'm going to send you 3 grams of ghost. Okay, that's pretty nuts, isn't it? If you want, instead of the 3 grams of Ghost, you want LC, when you send me your address, tell me you want the LC. You know what, Mushy? I'm going to send you both. Because you're in New Hampshire and you're my pal. Mushy, I'm writing it down right now. I need your address. I'm going to send you a liquid culture syringe, and I'm going to send you 3 grams liquid culture syringe and 3 grams of beautiful Ghost fruit. Okay? Get me your address, New Hampshire stud, and I'll get that out to you. My goodness, now I'm feeling better. Remember when I was crying about 8 minutes ago because I hadn't given anything away in a while? I'm starting to get the feeling for it. Okay, don't you agree on green tables? Mushy deserves it. I love that guy. And I fell in love with him at a Mushfest. Speaking of Mushfests, have we broken the news yet, Sandy? Carlotta? Carlotta's upset with me. She wanted me to do the show yesterday. And I was like, but Brock's going to be butthurt. Are we having a good time today? Should we be talking about the next Mushfest yet? Or should we just put the... It's in October. And it's in Tennessee again. We'll figure it out. There it is, October 19th through the 23rd, 24th. We're going to do it again. Only this one's a bigger and better place than our last place. You should, but we'll talk about it some more. Get your business together so you can be there. Okay, we're planning early. All right, get your business together. You should see this. If we get the location that we were looking at on Verbo, is it? Verbo? If we get that location, oh my goodness, are we going to party? It's just a beautiful, beautiful 3-story thing. But the best thing about it, 2 things. Parking. Well, 3 things. If Streety was here and Tad's here, level area so we can play cornhole. So we can set up the cornhole bullet boards, mush mouth. Level area, we don't have to go up and down a hill. And great parking. And wait for it, Kelly. Wait for it. What would Kelly need to make the experience complete? Veterans know the answer. What do we need to make a Mushfest experience complete? Greenie, that's only half the answer. You're going to figure fire pit. That's it. Kimberly's always the smartest here. Fire pit. You should see the fire pit at this place. Oh my God. It's like world class fire pit. Like the whole house is built around the fire pit. We're going to have a good time. And Free is going to bring his drone. Anyways, we'll talk some more about that, okay? It's pop lecture time. Can I give you guys my lecture today? We've already given away a few things. We're going to give away some more. We're also going to teach some Mycology 101 here. But I want to give a lecture first. Say, Pops, go ahead and lecture us as long as you don't yell. It's Pop's lecture time. And I don't care if you guys agree with me or not. I honestly don't. I had this conversation, it was a long one, yesterday with my friend that helps us out at the Grow House so much. Because he started out being, back to the guy that has, what do you call it, in your eyes? Dollar signs. Do you guys have any idea how easy it is to get dollar signs in your eyes? And to take your eye off the prize because the eye's on you now. You start getting a little bit of focus. And it's so easy. I mean, we have a guy here in Australia, this great kid. Calls himself Jesus Christ. I love it. We get a tease using that name. Historically, there was some guy named Jesus, maybe not. He faced an incredibly tough temptation scripturally. He was offered everything. The stones will rise up and worship you. He was constantly bedeviled. Constantly being offered adoration, lift you up. And he kept saying, no, I want to keep this as simple as I possibly can. I will pervert my Father's message if I do anything more. If I take more, or I have it focused more on me. And we get there. Oh, you're so good at this, and it's easy to, well, you better believe I am. And humility falls away. Especially if somebody sees dollar signs and or fame on their horizon. I have a past life before I became Pop's Shrooms. I made every one of those mistakes. Is this okay, this lecture? I want to read something to you guys. I'm going to read something to you. I don't want any of us. I want us all to pay for our hobby and gosh darn paying an electrical bill here or there. That's wonderful. The minute we pervert this thing Gordon Wasson style, we can ruin it for generations, you guys. We can ruin it. Weed's already ruined. The whole weed industry. 30 years ago, it was just going to be good and medical, and it was going to help, and it was going to be. Now it's nothing but a commercial enterprise. There's a freaking weed store on 3 of them on every block on 8 Mile. It didn't start out that way. That isn't how they meant it. Here we are on the cusp. As our legislatures change and as they decriminalize and as the cops don't look, I have a friend, listen to this. Listen to this. And this is all leading to somewhere. Because 2 things happened to me this weekend that made me evaluate myself. And I thought, I got to talk to the guys out there about this because they're experiencing the same thing. I have a friend who, there was in Southern California, there was an entheogen festival this weekend. Wait for this. There was a festival this weekend. Now everybody could buy a booth, set up a table, set up tents, put your stuff out, whatever. The person putting on the event was charging $700 a booth. $700 a booth. Okay, well, maybe they had insurance. Maybe it was costing money to rent the spot. Maybe they broke even. Maybe you should pick a different place. Maybe you should pick a place that I don't have to pay you $700 to rent a booth from you. Because if I'm renting a booth from you for $700, guess what I have to do? I have to figure out a way to make $700 sitting here. I have to pay myself back. I'm not doing this just to give you the Mr. Organizer $700. This is what's happening right now. The guy said he walked around this place and there were a lot of booths. And you know what they had out there? He goes, it was insane, Pops. He goes, laid out at the booths was all these people's psilocybin mushrooms, strains, bagged, labeled with their special, their brand, all of it, laid out on tables. He goes, there was so much of it, I kept looking over my shoulder for where's the raid gonna come from? Tie-dye, everybody was just, this is like cool, this is a festival, floating around. Paying $700, other people coming in shopping. Paying these ridiculous ounce prices because the guy has to pay for his table. And it's not even legal. And the cops in that county, yeah, there's an entheogen festival going on over there. We don't have to look. And my friend's telling me about that. 1 hour later, look at that. Hash pass, the tables were $8,500, Badgie? Wow. It's coming, guys. Only you get to prevent it. Only we're Smokey the Bear. Only you could prevent a forest fire. An hour after my friend and I were talking about this outrageous situation, Pops gets an email asking him to come and be a speaker at an entheogen conference. Not going to even tell you where yet. And we'll pay you. You're quite something. You would be really a good thing here. We've seen your videos. We've seen this. We've seen out of thin air. And we'll pay you. So what happens to your ego? Well, all you got to do is get me an airplane there, baby. If I get to be big shot number 3 on the stage, I can't out it. I don't want to be paid. Coincidentally, I got this beautiful, I mean, this is absolutely beautiful message from one of our T Crew guys right here. If you couldn't pay me to go speak at a conference. I was the guy 3 years ago that started doing what I'm doing, sat in the camera with my lab coat on and without a mask on and said, I am going to start talking about psilocybin mushrooms out loud in the open without it being some secret, not something we hide in our kitchens with masks on and teach each other voodoo and how to do magic and bullshit. This is healthy stuff, and if we do it right, we can build a health empire for people. We do it wrong, and we'll charge $700 a booth. That's just the start. My friend wrote to me this weekend. This is one of the most beautiful letters because listen to behind what's written here. First of all, it's very intelligent. Written very intelligently. Secondly, the intentions are amazing. This person's intentions is the exact same thing as my friend that came over to tell me, man, you should go do that public speaking thing. You should take that fee for... Not so fast, my friends. This is the pop lecture. This is my pop lecture. I'm going to read to you this beautiful letter that was written to me. I'm going to fast forward through some parts of it that don't apply to this. The beginning of the letter asks for just some instructions on how to microdose. Okay. I'm new to the community. I'm literally 5 weeks in. I'm looking for some advice if your experience allows for it. Now listen to this. Now that I've said my self-serving needs for writing this email, I've been wanting to reach out to you for a few weeks to make a suggestion. Get some fresh content out there. Your name appears several times on social media channels. People suggesting to others to watch your videos to learn how to do things right. Why, that's quite nice. I know it's true. You can Google me on Reddit or whatever, and they're, oh, go watch this and watch that. Just a few little blurbs out there. Your live streams are great, but you have a real opportunity to generate a substantial revenue stream by putting out new and exciting content. Just start from the beginning and work your way forward through all the tech you know. Your experience has a valid place in the community. Money isn't everything, and you're obviously extremely generous. Get some content out there and grow your channel. I'm telling you, the intent of this was amazing. Let YouTube pay you. You just have to walk a fine line on how you say certain things so you can stay monitored. Then take your videos and repost the same exact content on different platforms that pay their creators. One video per week would take your numbers through the roof. Your knowledge is much needed in the community, and you've helped me greatly. I'd love to see you continue to share and love to see you get paid for it. Spend the time to produce excellent videos. Make sure your video and audio production is on point. Let your true character shine. You have a gift for it, a genuine gift for it, Pops. There is nothing, this thing is dripping with amazingly good intent. Dripping with it. Kindness and intelligence and good intent. I'm sorry for the novel. I'm sure you're a busy dude, and I'd love to help you any way I can. I would never charge, and I could help you free of charge. I just want to see you be massively successful. Have a great one, sir. I'm reading that for a very specific reason. Oh, I have to reply. I have to reply. Because the intent was so amazing. Give me a second. First of all, I replied with giving them some information on how to do the microdosing, because that was how we started out. And then I said, thank you for your advice on monetizing. I'm actually avoiding doing exactly that. And Patreon, and all the other ways to make money virtually. I'm ethically opposed to making money at anything other than the fruits of my labor, i.e. genetics, tinctures, fruits, and chocolates. I can leave the other part of the market for others with their own motives. Be nature. There's so much money out there for the snake oils coming. You want to sell snake oil? You want to be that guy? You want to be the public face of it? You want to get paid for it? You can. We already reached the threshold here on YouTube. You only need 10,000 subscribers and they start monetizing you. All you have to do is fill out the application. Do you know that the books that you buy on Kindle and on Amazon from us, that every penny of those books doesn't even come to my account. It goes straight to the nonprofit account. I'm telling you right now, this thing can get out of control so fast and so easy, and it feels good while you're doing it. I'm making a difference. I'm important. I'm helping. No, you're monetizing the community. 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, guy in San Diego, Pops, I'm going to help you do Patreon. I didn't even know what the hell Patreon was. I didn't know. I swear I don't have a clue what Patreon was. What you're going to do, Pops, all you got to do is you show up once a week, you give this lecture, and we're going to set it up, and you're going to have 5 levels, and they can subscribe for $1 a month or $5 a month. And Pops, there's this other mushroom guy. What's his name? Michael Willie, something like that. He does his Patreon accounts, and he does a little thing once a month. That guy's making like $5,000 a week on his Patreon subscriptions, Pops. You got to be doing it. Okay. Well, figure it out for me. This was 2.5 years ago when I'm clueless. Guy sets up the Patreon account with my name attached. Pop Shroom's Patreon. There's high level, there's different levels. One of the levels, $150 a month. You pay $150 a month and you get extra access to Pops, and you can ask him extra questions and he'll answer those special to you. But everyone else in the group, you're only paying $10 a month. That's how it works out. I was involved in this thing for about 3 weeks. Patreon account. All of a sudden, all these people are emailing me, hey, Pops, how come you're not doing this? And how come you're not, my Patreon this, my Patreon? I go, hold on a minute. Well, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I try to get a hold of the guy that set up the Patreon account. He flew the coop with about $800 worth of subscriptions that all went to him instead of to me. And now I have to pay these people back that have all signed up for a subscription to talk to me, and I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I don't even know how. I have to shut this thing down and give you your money back. I'm so sorry. Meanwhile, Snake Oil Sam's $800 into the wind. This stuff is creepy, guys. Be extremely careful because of the slope that it is. For a minute there, we feel like we're doing the right thing. We're helping, we're sharing, we're giving. And, it's reasonable to pay ourselves back for our time and our effort. And all of that's true. Whew, you got to really have some strong internal ethics to not slip the slope. Yeah, Kim, it's like that. I don't want you, my friends, my Mushfest buds, our crew. You know how you can lead? By example. But you also have to talk about the issue. We have to know it's out there. If the devil's not shooting at you, you're not worth killing. If somebody isn't dangling a temptation in front of you, then you're dead. They already know, well, we got that guy. But if they're dangling temptations in front of you, you'll see them coming with bright eyes. I don't want to be paid to go talk at a Mushfest. I might ask you to pay for my airfare and my hotel, if it's a big deal. But the minute you try to give me, I try to take $1, I don't feel like I'm doing the right thing. The minute the money that I tell you is supposed to go to nonprofit, we're helping 5 different guys here. That's it. Keep it clean. I'm going to end up with a brick and mortar store here. I'm going to end up with one. You know what we're smart enough for? There's enough business people here, savvy, everything, interest. With all of us geographically, we could practically do franchises. Start one here. This is a perfect example model. But you know what? You know why you can't though? Good luck finding somebody that has that same business ethic as you do. That I'm not here to make money. I'm here to provide jobs and opportunities. I don't do this for money. I do this for people to have jobs and opportunities. I do this so we can spread health throughout our community. So we can combat at a molecular level big pharma and big investors. Lecture's pretty close to over. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Pops to get. I couldn't even find somebody to help me write a book that didn't want to make money off of it. Open a store and you're not really interested. You're in it for the ethically same reason as me. Woo-wee. Let's find each other. That was a beautiful letter. The intentions were amazing. And it gave me a beautiful chance for self-reflection. Came in the same weekend that somebody's dangling a $500 speaker fee. You know where the $500 would have come to pay for me to speak at this festival that's coming? Who would have paid for that? It isn't like sponsors like, oh, Nestle Crunch is going to be there or something, or Monster had a booth, or who would have paid for it? Yeah, Anthony. And people standing in line, I want to do that. The people that go. That's who's paying for it. And then guess what they have to do? The table, he has to charge more. Do you see how it gets? Money. But we don't think of that when we're ready to say, yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to be a big shot at the festival and I'm going to get paid for it. Like, you start doing that, pal, you're in the machine. And that's where I'm at this morning with you guys. That's my need to lecture. And I'm also telling you, thank you for keeping me straight. My friend, same friend, he goes, Pops, you have been doing what you do here, between getting sick, but Brock handling it, but generally me. We're in 2.5 years now doing this. Every single day, we're going to guarantee you an hour and 15. Every day, no matter what. And we're going to give in the process. Don't ask for a thing back. Except for maybe, if you visit the site, you're helping 4 or 5 people out there. A little teeny. Every day. And that's... It's like, you guys let me go to an AA meeting every day. And don't take from each other. We're supposed to be givers. Don't sneak into a contest. Oh, I don't think, maybe not, they won't recognize that I won't be. Why don't you give your spot away? Did you win a big box the last 2 or 3 weeks? You know how much was in a big box when we sent them out? There's enough to hold a guy over for a good month. We're sending half ounces worth of stuff. You're getting 10, 14 grams worth of stuff. It'd be kind of cool if one of those big box guys said, yeah, you know what? Next time I get a slice on the board, I'm going to just give my slice away to someone else. I'm good for a month. You know what we do here sometimes? But I said it first. We've gotten away from that. I appreciate that a lot. But it's still in there. Right? Still get a random email. Pops, are you sure? Check the tape. Yeah, Sandy, where's my tracking on my free package? But you said it was the biggest box. Do you know how much hype we sit here and say sometimes? Sometimes, oh, this is the biggest thing you've ever seen. This Pops, I got this. It wasn't as big as you said. I know. I'm full of poop. Okay. I love you guys so much. Okay. And we do a great job. We're all human, right? We're all human in this deal. And I thank you guys for allowing me to represent my shade of humanity here. Okay. I love you guys. Let's do a couple. Guess I'm gonna run a little long. Maybe we'll hit the book hard tomorrow. I promise. I wanted that lecture to get out there. I'm reminding myself, honestly. I promise. I literally, when I lecture at you guys, I'm actually looking in the mirror and I'm reminding myself how easy it is to be tempted, how easy it is to want to be, how easy it is to want to take something from something that was given to me for free. And then I also sit here and teach the lesson of Mother Sabina. Teresa Sabina is like, I should have a picture of her on my living room wall. I should have it right there on my wall and just like every day remind myself that we can sell out. And we didn't even know it. We were just smoking a bigger cigarette. She just had a pack of cigarettes for the first time. But really, her hillsides were being denuded of fruit. And when we start like, oh, I get to buy a better cigarette brand now because I'm making a couple of bucks at this. You're denuding your whole hillside of fruit. I promise you. I have a weird rando facto. Okay? Weird rando facto. I'm going to jump into a couple of rando factos. Okay? Is there someone new here that's getting chocolate donuts? I missed it. Who is this? Lorena. Good morning, Lorena. What a pretty name. Lorena, we give people that are new here chocolate donuts. Pull up a chair, get a chocolate donut, act like you're at the first AA meeting. Lorena, enjoy your chocolate donuts because you're never going to get another fresh one from us. So save them. And then save one or two that you can throw at a new person when they come in. Check this out. Rando facto. Good morning, Lorena. I love that you guys still say, Kimberly, no, it said these are fresh. Some of these are saved from the last time they were thrown at you. I know that. You basically have chocolate rocks coming at you. So in 1924, Kleenex tissues were first issued to the public. Kleenex. 1924. I would have thought it was later. I would have thought it was 50s or 60s that they brought around the Kleenex deal. Kleenex. What do you guys know about Kleenex? I'm going to teach you something about Kleenex you didn't know before. Here we go. Ready? Kleenex were originally intended to be used with cold cream to remove makeup and clean the face. The clean in the name represented the physical clean itself, and the X in the name was tied into the company's other popular and successful product at the time, the Kotex. Kleenex. Well, I'd like to mop my brow right now with a Kleenex. I never knew the X part of that. Put them together. Hey, X is like, no way, Pops. It's rando facto. Okay? Kleenex. We're keeping the Kotex in the title. That is whack. That is whack. Okay? And it gives me a whole new, every time I see a Kleenex now, I'm going to feel slightly different about them. I'm just going to use like a hefty, what do they call it? Paper towel. I'm just going to, yeah, I'm just doing paper towels from now on, right? It's kind of ruined it for me. All right, this is going to be for a win. This is going to be for a name on the board. You guys ready? Name on the board time. Name on the board time. You're going to name the country. Don't answer yet. That had the first. Hold on. Wait. The country that had the first elevator that ran up and down and sideways without cables. It was all done magnetically. Elevator runs up and down and sideways. No cables. Jonathan K. Jonathan K got it correct. Jonathan K is on the board all the way. Jonathan K all the way. It's Germany. It's Germany. Jonathan K knew that. He knew those Germans were smart. Jonathan K. All the way. Good job, Jonathan. The answer is Germany. In 2017, a German company created the first rope-free elevator system that is able to go sideways as well as up and down using a new magnetic technology. Jonathan knew that. Okay? How about this? What? All right. How about this one? Ohio. Any of you out there from Ohio? I think some of you are from Ohio. Is this a true Rando facto or isn't it? I don't know if this is true, but it's in my Rando facto book. Ohio. Are you out there? Give me an Ohioan. There's some Ohioans here. Well versed in Ohio DMV rules. Department of Motor Vehicle rules in Ohio. 4 dead in Ohio. Lorena, you're in Ohio? Tell us if this is true. Grady, is this true? To publicly identify DUI offenders, the state of Ohio issues them with the scarlet letter license plate. They are red on yellow plates and have been around since 1967, but become compulsory in January 2014. Drunk driver plate? The guy in front of you, you go, oh no, that guy. What happens if you have more than one? What happens? What about a double DUI guy? What color is your plate? Is that true? Seriously. Andy says it's true. They publicly identify, boop. The cops are pulling you over like left and right now, right? What the heck? I don't like that idea. It's an idea. I understand it, but I'm not sure I want that idea. I mean, not that it's ever happened to me, but public shaming taken to a new level. Skippy says, isn't there a vodka bottle on the plate, Pops? I've never heard of such a thing. I know they won't let you in Canada if you have a DUI. I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. I just don't want it in Michigan. Okay? How's that? I'm going to give you guys one more thought. Who likes mowing their lawn? All right, I have to admit something. There's a TV show on TLC. You guys ready? This is true. Pops watches it a little bit. What's it called? When they're dating the people in the other country? What's it called? The TV show where they're dating someone in the other country. These people are so desperado, they get a matchmaker. They get a 90-day fiance. It's like that. But this one is, you actually get a matchmaker. Czechoslovakian matchmaker. You're going to fly to Czechoslovakia, and she's love abroad. Is that it? Okay. This is a true story. Czechoslovakian matchmaker lady. You're going to fly to Czechoslovakia, and she's going to set you up on 2 or 3 dates, and you're supposed to come home with a wife or a husband. What? First of all, you haven't heard of the bar at the corner, or just go to the square dance or something like that, right? But so there's this show. This guy, you can tell he's a nice guy. I think he's from Tennessee, or he's from somewhere right around where Sandy's at. And he's had some relationships, but it looks like he's kind of a pushover. Like the girls have walked all over him. And he's desperate for love. Well, this guy's hobby, he's a good-looking kid, 38, 40-year-old guy. His hobby, this is a true story, when he comes home from work, a long, hard day at work, he gets on his lawnmower and he mows his acres. And he's just, and everyone at the beginning of the show, you see Chad, I think his name's Chad. Chad's out there, just, he goes out on, and so he goes to Colombia. This guy's whole world is tinkering with his lawnmowers and cutting grass. And I'm thinking to myself, there's got to be more to you, Chad. He goes to Colombia, meets his matchmaker, and then he's going to get set up with this Colombian girl. Well, number one, the Colombian girl that he gets set up with is like a 12 on a scale of 1 to 10. Strikingly gorgeous, right? And they can barely communicate because he doesn't know even how to say hola in Spanish. And she's trying. He spends an hour on the date with this Colombian babe trying to explain how to cut grass and how important it is to have the lines on the lawn all line up. And her eyes are just like spinning bored, like, I can't believe I'm on a date with an American cowboy. And here we're talking for the last hour, we've been talking about his lawnmower. He had no game. He had nothing else to talk about. Next date, I'm thinking, okay, he probably learned a lesson. Next date, the girl's another 12. His matchmaker is hooking him up like you've never seen before. Not a bad-looking guy. Their first look at him is like, oh, he's a good-looking American guy, blue eyes, blonde hair. All he wants to do is on his next date is talk about grass, cutting grass. Lawnmower. Oh, and then when I get home from work, I get on my grass machine and I've never heard of such a thing before in my whole life as somebody that was so obsessed with cutting grass. Then I find out that lawnmowers are a pretty big deal. Rando facto. Who's seen that show? Who has seen that show and knows what Pop's talking about? How Chad is like weirdo for the grass, for his grass. Who has seen that show? You can admit it here. You can admit it. Pop's just told that he saw it. It's absolutely hilarious. I watch it because the girls are, these Colombian girls are beautiful. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm going to Colombia. Chad, who has seen it? If anybody has seen it, come on, you have to say, I'm going to, first person to admit they've seen it, but don't make it up. So yeah, Pops, I've seen it. I'm going to put you on the board just for being honest. Come on. I know one of you have. Okay? Lostia, you've seen it. Okay? Losty's seen it, and Michael Groove have seen it. They're both very honest. I'm putting them on the board. It's okay to have seen it. Michael Groove and I Losty, you're on the board. This is just because of your honesty. All right? Be first to be honest. I lost. That's how you get on the board. Not to mention we have to fill up a bunch of spaces. But see, just admit it. Admit you watched Match Me Abroad. Okay? And if you haven't, maybe you ought to go watch it now, because I might have a quiz off of the show next time. All right? I lost. He wants to give away his space. No. You're stuck with it. I lost. Now, if you win a box, you could give that away. All right? Anyways, lawnmowers. Lawnmowers. Listen. Norwegians, in collaboration with, excuse me, crazy Norwegians, in collaboration with Viking Garden Company, made the world's fastest lawnmower. The person that can tell me how fast this lawnmower goes, coming closest without going over, will win a prize. How fast does this lawnmower go? Norwegian, fastest lawnmower in the world. How fast is this sucker going? Okay? Whoever comes closest without going over. Whoever comes closest without going over is going to win a prize. Fastest lawnmower in the world. It's over in Norway. Not in Tennessee, and this kid doesn't get to drive it. Okay? We have two people that are the closest. So far, there's two people that have given us a good number that have been close. Okay? So the two people that got it the closest are Healthy Green, saying 130, and Grady, saying 130. 130 miles. The answer is 132 miles per hour. Healthy Green, you said it first. But, Healthy Green, you're already on the board. So I'm going to give it to the person that said it second, and that's Grady. Great unknown. We're just going to put Grady. We know who that is. Good job, Healthy Green. You got it first. Grady was right behind you. Okay? Very good job. We got a chance to get another guy. Here we go. Listen. In collaboration with Viking Garden Company, they made the world's fastest lawnmower. It can travel as fast as 132 miles an hour. It has a 408 horsepower V8 engine and Formula 3 wheels. Now I could get behind mowing the grass. With that guy right there, Mushmouth, I want to race you mowing the grass. Okay? You and I, it's on, bro. What the hell? Put a V8 with Formula 3 wheels. And at first you're reading that going, this is ridiculous. No one would like this. There are people that travel to Colombia that would go to Norway instead if they knew that they could go pick this up instead of getting rejected by Colombian girls. Okay? Something tells me Chad would love to go to Norway. We're done for today here. We've given some stuff away. We need some addresses sent to us. I've done a big lecture. I'm trying to keep us ethically straight. I'm trying to keep myself ethically straight. If I sit here in front of you guys and tell you don't take money and don't do it for the dollar, and I have to keep my word to myself. Get it? There's a part of all of that lecture at you guys is I'm lecturing myself, and you guys allow me to do that. Thank you for that part too. But I'm reminding myself because it's easy. It'd be really easy to go be the big wheel. And then once you start being the big wheel, it's rolling down somebody else's hill. And it's not going to create health and wellness. And greed and fame, even at small levels, are things that they take us over. I want to be the guy that everybody is. No, you don't. No, you don't. Who you want to be is the worker bee. You want to be the guy behind the scenes bringing it every day, consistently, day in and day out, no matter what it takes, day in and day out, showing up to your show, showing up to your grow house, showing up to your relationship, showing up to your children's games, showing up to your job, showing up to your community every day. That's who you want to be. You want to be the guy making money and the guy this and that? You're not the happy guy. What you end up doing is like, this isn't enough, I want more. And you start grabbing at stuff that's crap. And then you start charging $700 a table to come in and help me dispense health. Here's the worst part, final part. I'll finish with this. So the organizer of that Ethnogen festival, the guy that went, that was literally there himself, and he walked up and down the aisles, and he says, I was actually freaked out. I couldn't believe how much product they had out for sale, for show, with labels, everything, and nary a worry one between everybody there. What does the organizer do at the very end? For the last hour of the event, the organizer had a microphone. The last hour of the event, according to my friend that went, he said it was so awkward, it was so almost made my skin crawl, was the organizer talking about how they were a single parent, how how grateful they were for everybody that showed up because it was going to help pay a bill, and how they were going to be able to survive. And this went on for basically an hour talking about, I'm a charity case, and anybody that wants to help me out and give me money, please do it, because that's why we're all here, is to help each other. Took personal donations. Help me out because I'm a charity case, but I put the show on for everybody. So, Pops, you wouldn't have believed the hour-long thing at the end of this thing. And I was like, bro, this is just, the stuff's going on out there. We just, we aren't there to see it. But can you imagine that? Pops, you just did a Mushfest, now spending the last hour at Mushfest telling everybody how you're broke and you need them to help you pay your bills. And we picked this venue to do it. We're going to sell each other mushrooms and do those. And it's illegal, what we're doing here. Shh. Thank you. Thank you for giving me money for your tables. Love you guys. Have a good day. Lad Rand. I'm glad Lad Rand was here. We got a hold of him and said, you get your butt back to the crew. And no, he has been a busy, busy man, and glad to see him. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thanks for listening to me. We won't be so serious tomorrow. We'll be mush class. We're going to be talking about the 10 stages of getting our tubs going. Okay? Gird up your loins for, remember, they're going to come at you for profit. And they're going to make it look good. And they're going to make it look easy. Fight the temptation. See, the devil did that to Jesus, right? He brought him out there and said, all of this can be yours. All you have to do is. All he had to do. Have a great day, Daniel and Cleany and Moms. And Aaron Leister and Herbie Von Werby Kabop. And Hags and Free and Satterwolf and Niff and I Losty and Flying Wing and It's All Fake and City. There are Fakey. There are no tables at a Mushfest. There's just a dose counter where you pick up stuff for free. Okay, Vaye, there you are. Carrie Crago, I get it, Vagues. It's all fake. Kimberly spreading it. You are spreading the love, Kim. Cleany and Adrian and B. Hendricks and Jolie. There's Jolie and Skippy and Nipper and Hip. Meow Kitty and Daniel and Mushmouth. Mushy, love you, kid. And Sandy and Grady and Mike Baraball and Jesus Christ and Billy T and Justin O'Kman Rosie. Vegas, I feel great. It's all fake. And Herbie, I feel really good because I was here today. Herbie and Mike Baraball and Free Up For Me and Grady and MDK and Hippie Kitty and Jesus Christ in Australia. You guys go have a beautiful day. Be kind to one another. Be kind to yourself. Don't take something you haven't earned.